Hey everyone, how's it going? Chris here again. Got another weekly update for you on the canaries. It's been a good week and kind of a hard week as well. I'll kind of inform you guys throughout the video. We had some eggs that didn't hatch that were fertile and should have, which was a big bummer. But kind of explain why I think they didn't hatch. So here we have our Stafford pair, the Red Factor Stafford pair. She's got 4 eggs in the nest that she's been sitting on. So this will be the last time I'll let the pair lay eggs or even raise babies. So even if these eggs don't hatch, this will probably be the last time, since this will be her 3rd time laying eggs. If a while back she hatched 2 chicks and they died the 2nd day, and I think it was because of me doing cleaning and moving them around and moving babies, and so I think it just was a little too much for them. So I'm hoping for some better success this time. So she is a really tight sitter. I just got done cleaning the birds, and so that's why she's hopping around, and I gave her a little treat down there, a little apple, and so she's excited to to go eat some of that. And so these are their 2 chicks from their 1st round. They're doing good. Still don't know if I have a male or female yet. They haven't quite started into their molts, so we'll have to see on them. One of the chicks does look a little bit darker than the other, so possibly it's a male. I just don't really know at this point. I haven't heard any of them trying to sing or anything like that, so I'll keep you guys updated on there. Down here we have our red Mosaic Lipochrome pair. These are babies. These are the 2 babies from the 1st round. They're both doing good. I'm pretty sure I have a male and a female. The one closest to us is the male that just jumped over, and the one in the back is the female. So they are starting to molt. The feathers around their face are starting to come in. See, he's a lot darker orange, or darker orange than the other ones, which is typically a sign that he's a male with this breed. Now there's lots of other canaries out there that are color bred that you can't quite tell which are males or females until they molt out or the male starts singing. And so but with these ones, they are a little bit more easier to tell. I'll show you the parents here. If you can see the male there, the dark orange on his face throughout his body. And the hen, she doesn't have as much orange, so her mask on her face is a lot smaller. Her feather patches are a lot smaller, and so with this breed, the Lipochrome Red Mosaics, that is a good way to tell the gender. And one of the very few canaries that you can tell genders according to their color type. So these 2, so she was sitting on 3 fertile eggs, and none of them hatched last week. All 3 of them were dead in the shell. 2 of them looked like they tried to hatch. We had pip marks around the egg, but they couldn't make it out. And so one of the things I think is what happened is right now it's supposed to be winter for us, so we should be getting snow and rain, and it's been abnormally dry for us. And you know, we kind of live in the desert, so humidity is not high at all. And as a matter of fact, last week humidity was around 0. And so I think that's the reason why these eggs didn't hatch. And I had 2 other pairs that had eggs that the chicks developed all the way through, and when it was time to hatch, they couldn't make it out of the shell. And I think that's the reason why. And so I'm a little bit bummed about that. You know, typically it's winter here, so humidity is enough for the eggs to hatch out without too much of a problem. So I haven't really done anything to raise the humidity in my bird room, and so that's something that is a real big bummer. And so, you know, in these next 2 weeks, we're looking to get more storms and snow and stuff like that. So hopefully the humidity will rise, and their next round of eggs, you know, hopefully those chicks will hatch and won't have too much of a problem. So she did tear down her nest. She's getting ready to build again. She's really active and unsettled, which is a good sign, which means, you know, she's wanting to breed. She's wanting to get going. And so so hopefully next round will be better for these two. And these are the two babies from these guys, and so so we have had a couple babies from them, but I'm hoping this next round we can at least get 2 or 3 more. And so down here we have our red factor pair. Down here's the male. He just took a little bath, so his feathers are a little roughed up on his face. But we have our hen here, and they have 3 chicks in the nest that are, trying to think, probably a little over a week old now. They're doing great. They're starting to get their feathers in. 2 of the babies, they have a little patch on their, that they'll have on their head, a patch of dark feathers. And the other chick, I don't quite see anything yet, but let you see in there. So they're doing great. Parents are doing a good job feeding them. This is their first round, and so probably in about another week I'll add a nest and let the hen nest again. And so she's already starting to get a little bit broody by sitting on the chicks and on the nest and stuff. And so, you know, it's warm enough in here, she doesn't really need to do that. And so I think she's trying to say she's ready to build another nest. So we'll throw a nest in there for her here soon. And so down here I have a hen. She's a red Mosaic opal pair. Sorry, camera's down a little bit. So I did pull her male out, so she's just sitting by herself. She's sitting on 4 eggs, and all 4 of these eggs are fertile. They're about a week into it, or she's about a week into it. And so she's a great sitter. She was a mom for me last year, so I'm hoping that the eggs will hatch and that we'll get going. And so this is one of my young males. I don't have him breeding with anyone yet. You know, he's starting to sing, but just still a little bit too young. So just keeping him by himself for now, and we'll see if he gets a chance to breed this year or not. So take you over here to the other side. So over here we have another red Mosaic opal pair, or agate pair, I'm sorry. And so this hen, she had a similar case as the other one. She had 2 fertile eggs in there, and both of them did not hatch when they were supposed to. I opened up the eggs, have a fully developed chick, and they just weren't able to come out. So once again, you know, I really think that it's due to the humidity. You know, they were tight sitters. So, you know, it's really unfortunate. And I'll keep a better eye. You know, like I said, there's supposed to be some storms coming these next couple weeks, so I'm hoping we'll be okay humidity-wise. You know, maybe the week that they're due to hatch, maybe I can throw a humidifier out here or something like that just to get them going. So we'll see what happens there. But they're doing good. Over here, let me move that out of the way. This is one of my hens that I hatched last year, and so she's starting to build a nest. And you know, she's liking this male right here. And so about the time that I put him in the cage, which was a few days ago, she started building. So I'm gonna let him fertilize her and get her sitting on eggs, and then I'm gonna bump him over here and let him do the same for her. So I think hopefully we'll be okay that way, and things will go as planned. And so down here I have one of my red Mosaic agates, and which is the male, and then my hen, she's a leprochrome. You know, I thought about letting them breed, but they're just not really interested in each other. She's actually starting to shred paper and get ready, but I don't think he's quite there. You know, they don't fight or anything like that. They're really good to each other, but I just don't think it's going to work out. So what I'm going to do is when she sits, I'm going to take the male and put him down here with her. So they're not related. Get some good new genes and new blood together, and so hopefully that'll work out for me. And then the last pair down here is my leprochrome red Mosaic pair. The hen's right here. She's got 1 chick in there that's probably what, 4 days old now. She kind of had a similar thing. She had 3 of the eggs were fertile and only 1 chick hatched. And so, you know, really big bummer. You know, I was really hoping for a good hatch this last week, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. And we can just hope that the next round we can have a little bit better results and if I need to put a humidifier out here to see if that will help, then that's what we'll do. But we'll see if we can get her to bump off here, and we'll show you the chick. She's doing good. She's keeping them well fed. So, show you the male as well. And I think he's really pretty. You know, he doesn't have as big of markings, you know, as your shorebirds were, or your shorebirds would. But he's a really handsome male, and he's doing really good. He's taking good care of the hen and feeding her, and this is his first round. You know, he was a chick for me last year, and so I'm really proud of the results that have happened with this pair. So, and this is their first round, so, you know, hopefully once this chick raises up, they'll get a chance to do it again and maybe hopefully hatch out more than one chick. So, but that's where we're at with the canaries, you know. So, I have had a few people comment and ask, you know, if I could do a video on lighting and a few other things, and so, you know, hopefully within this next week I can get some short videos out there kind of giving you some details as far as my lighting schedule goes, or pairing canaries together, or things like that. And so if there's anything else, please leave them in the comment box, like and share the video, and I'll see you guys next week.